when my grandmother, Elizabeth Grant, came on to the shopping networks for the first time over 20 years ago. She looked directly into the camera and she said,
"You don't know me from a bar of soap."
From a bar of soap.
From a bar of soap. But I'm going to change your life.
But I'm going to change your life.
I am going to change your life. We're not just a beauty house. We have our own lab. We have our own team of scientists. We have our own manufacturing facility.
All to make sure that we are delivering the right quality of products for you.
You'll adore it, you will love it, you'll be thrilled that we met. I love you all.
Well, hello everybody, and we are live with Marion in the studio for our Facebook Live, and 24 years of Elizabeth Grant. It's pretty amazing to be able to celebrate 24 years at TSC.
It's a long time.
It's amazing. And you know, the #1 selling skincare brand that we offer at TSC year after year after year, as chosen by our customers with Shoppy Awards. And I mean, it has just been such a joy to work with you and Margot and of course Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth. Our Elizabeth is wonderful, and it's been a journey for all of us. It started, when I think about how it started, I mean, we never ever thought, I mean, of course we know Elizabeth Grant and we know the brand, but to be here for 24 years and still be #1, I have to tell you, I'm mighty proud about that.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And, you know, really interesting to watch the sort of the transformation in the history of Elizabeth Grant. You know, I've been here almost 16 years as a host, and then prior to that as a guest. We've done all kinds of wonderful events in the studio. I remember Margot's first time on air, and we had so much fun. But it's like a team of women, and we love working with women supporting women.
We do, and I remember my first time on air. I mean, to me,
what was your first time on air?
My first time on air was actually quite traumatic because I was always in the background. I never ever intended to go on air. It was my job to make sure everything was there, that the set was good, that Elizabeth was fine, that she was comfortable. That was my job, as well as everything else. But that was on air. And one show, it was a showstopper.
Yep.
Elizabeth, in those days, I think we started during the day, and Elizabeth got sicker and sicker and sicker.
Oh no.
And then she said, "I can't do this anymore, Marion, you've got to take over."
Nothing like being thrown to the wolves, like 1, 2, 3, go. And that's live TV though, right?
Live TV. And everyone was, how can you do it? Well, I knew I had a job to do and I had to do it. I knew I couldn't let Elizabeth down. I knew, more important, I couldn't let myself down. I couldn't do it. And I just went, and of course with the help of the lovely host, I think I was with Susan, I don't remember.
Yes.
But I got through it, and that's how I started on it.
That's amazing. You know, and I think I was with Margot her first time on air. I'm pretty sure it was me that Margot was on air with the first time, and we just hit it off and had so much fun. And I know Margot is at home tonight, and hi Margot, busy with the kids, and sorry you couldn't be here. I know she's not feeling so great.
She's not feeling so great.
Yeah.
A scratchy throat.
Yeah. We didn't want to catch anything. All right, I know we've got some prizes to give away. We're going to have some question and answers. We're going to let you guys answer some questions and win some prizes, and just have some fun and tell some stories.
That'll be fabulous.
We've got a big showstopper weekend coming up.
24th anniversary, starting Friday night, then Saturday and Sunday.
All right, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's all about Jerusalem.
All about Jerusalem, all about Jerusalem.
All about Jerusalem, kind of the hero and the platform of Elizabeth Grant. All right, let's ask our first question, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is for our prize #1, and I'll tell you prize #1, I got to get this correct though. Prize #1 is the Supreme Cell Vitality Flawless Eye Repair Serum. Okay, that is prize #1. The first question that I'm going to ask is, what is the song that Elizabeth Grant and I always did together? What is the song? Is it A, I like the way you move. That's A. I like the way you move. Is it B, me and my shadow? Is it C, walking on sunshine? Is it D, you've got a friend in me? Answer right now on our TSC Facebook page and put those answers in. I'll give them to you one more time. A, I like the way you move. B, me and my shadow.
Sing
C,
it. Me and my...
Oh, are we giving it away?
No, we're not giving it away.
Okay.
But just, that's as true as
I like
know.
the way you move. I think that's how that goes. Me and my shadow, or I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, or you've got a friend in me. Which one is it? A, B, C, or D? We got some answers coming up right now. Oh, Joe and Jane and Diane. I think they all know. I think they all know. We're gonna let them continue to answer, and then Mike, how soon before we show them what the real answer is? All right. Well, we got some answers already. Let's show you what the answer is. The ladies at home will love it. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Me and my shadow walking down the avenue. That's it.
There you go. That's our little birthday to you. Marion, I just asked her if she was ready to learn the dance. Are you ready to learn the dance?
No, I'm embarrassed.
All right.
Get up. No, I'm not going to spoil the show, but I could. I mean, it would be a funny. It really would be.
Well, we'll pre-record it another day.
Another day.
Okay. And are we picking the winner? Are they randomly picking the winner? I think they're going to randomly send us the winner.
I think I have a message right here.
Oh, oops. We have a message.
I got very excited.
All right.
Sorry. Okay.
We've got people behind the scenes picking the winners for us tonight, and they're just randomly selecting it.
So the winner is Lynn Campbell.
Lynn Campbell, yay! Congratulations, Lynn Campbell. And the Elizabeth Grant team will get that prize out to you.
As well as that wonderful Supreme Cell Vitality Flawless Eye Serum, you're also going to get iPads.
I love the iPads.
So do I.
Okay, did you see me driving in with the iPads in the one day? In the car? I was driving with my husband, and I had them on, and he looked at me, and he's like, what are you doing? And then I got told I wasn't to look at any other car.
Well, that's
it. They work, though.
Yeah, they work. I mean, I drive into the studio with curlers in my hair.
Oh, yeah.
I drive with my iPads because, you know what, when we come here, I don't want to look like I usually look, which is a bit of a wreck. I want to do everything I can to look great.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the iPads. iPads are instant. iPads are beautiful. Margot's going to say, Mum, you're selling again. I'm not selling. I'm telling you how fantastic iPads are. And so, as a winner, you're going to get some of those as well.
All right. And I like to keep them in the refrigerator when it's allergy season. Because you get that burny kind of a feeling. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How is it now, you've got 3 generations of women working together. I've always wondered, how is it working with family? How is it that, the 3 generations, I can only imagine the ideas and the brainstorming and the different viewpoints with the different ages. Does that make you stronger?
I think so. I really think so. When we started, you've got to understand, it was first Elizabeth, and then I joined Elizabeth. Mm-hmm. And when I was working with Elizabeth, to me, that was such a wonderful experience because Elizabeth is professional.
Yes.
Elizabeth is not the sort of person who said, well, I know it all. She was always open to new, and she was always open to understanding that maybe there could be different ways to do things. Mm-hmm. And I learned from her, she learned from me, and it was great. And I think that probably gave me the structure for when Margot joined. And it's really difficult working with family.
I can't even imagine.
Because,
my daughters
I'll tell you what I learned.
It would not work.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what I learned. I'll tell you what I learned from Margot. So I was so proud of everything Margot did. I'd say,
Yes.
Margot, I want you to go here, and I'd send her to France. I want you to go to France. I want you to set up a stand. I want you to be at the Cannes Film Festival and just mix and mingle. And there she was in her high heels, mixing and mingling with all the people. And at that stage, I don't know if she was 18 or 17 or who. I said, go and do it. And she did it. I want you to go to the Oscars, and she did it. I want you to come on air, and she did it. And I was always so proud of her. But now, this is the one thing that she taught me. She one day said to me, she said, you know, Mum, you never, ever, ever praise me. You never tell me I'm doing a good job. You only criticize me when I'm wrong. I said, no, Ma, I'm always telling everybody how good you are. She said, that's not it. Don't tell them, tell me.
It's so funny you say that, because I'm always talking about how proud I am as a mom of my girls and all their accomplishments, but they've said the same thing. So there we go. Moms, we need to tell them
It's a lesson.
as well as brag about them to everybody else, because it's so funny that you say that, because I've heard those same words out of my girls, but I talk about them ad nauseum.
And I think that was a time that I actually stopped and I said, hang on, I now have to look at things differently. I have to understand that if we're in a meeting, Margaret has an opinion, I need to listen to her.
Yeah.
Not listen and go, okay, fine, then move on.
Yeah.
Let her voice, and she has a fabulous voice. And today she's not afraid to, she's never been afraid to express herself and say, yes, Margaret, I'm talking about you, but that was your lesson.
That's amazing. And now she's moved on, and she's now a mom.
Yeah, she's a mom, and it's just, you know what? It's great.
How's being a grandma?
Oh, being a grandma's the best. Being a grandma's the best because, why? Because these little kids, they love you so much.
Yeah, because you're a grandma a couple times over now. Four. Wow. Wow. Yeah,
I want 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, listen, I can wait, but I can't wait. You know what I mean? I can wait. My kids are not there yet, but I can't wait to have grandchildren and just have so much fun with them.
And you have, with each of your grandchildren, you have a different relationship. Like with my
That's
eldest, she's a
amazing.
girl, we have a very girly relationship. I show her how to do makeup, we play with wigs, we dress up. I mean, it's really lovely. And then the rest are all boys.
Okay. Okay. And it's interesting, though, because you imagine all the things you're going to do, and then you get to do it. I think that's really special. And I think, any of you out there that are grandparents, I know I hear it's more fun to be a grandparent than it is to be a parent, because when you're the parent, you got to be the bad guy all the time, right? So
whatever.
Yeah.
Or when you're the grandparent, you're just there to have fun.
Yeah, you're there to have
enjoy
fun
and read.
Give them
and
sugar and send
and
them home. All right, you get to be the fun one. Give them sugar and send them home. All right, should we do second question?
Love to do second question.
Let's do second question. All right, second question. All right, here we go. When were the AM and PM serums first shown on TV? When were the AM and PM serums first shown on TV? Was it A, the first year TSE anniversary show? Was it B, the second show that Elizabeth did on air? Was it C, the first show ever on TSE? Or D, are the AM and PM serum not yet created? I'll read those again. A, the first year anniversary show. B, second show Elizabeth did. C, the first show ever on TSE. Or D, the AM and PM serum have not yet been created. And the prize for this one is the Supreme Cell Vitality Night Serum with the ceramides. Okay, I just gave you that one of those answers is not correct. So there you go. There you go. We're giving you a little hint there on that, and we'll wait and see what. Oh, we've got some A's. We've got some B's. We've got some C's. Joyce Ann says she still has one of those bottles. That's amazing.
Wow.
Joyce Ann still has one of those bottles. Gloria says C. Shiftex says C. Clinton says A. So lots of people answering. So we'll announce the winner.
The answers were A. What was the first?
A, the first year TSE anniversary show.
Okay. B.
The second show Elizabeth ever did.
And C.
The first show ever on TSE.
Right. And D.
the AM and PM serums have not yet been created.
Okay.
Bad. That's not that one.
That's
not
not
that one.
I remember that show.
Do you?
I remember that show so much, honestly. But if I tell you about the show, I'm going to give the answer away. Does that matter?
All right. Well, we're waiting for them to send us the winner. We will wait. We will wait for the winner.
Okay.
And go ahead and tell the answer.
All right. So I've got to go open up, right? Okay. All right. So the winner is Daniela Spolini.
Daniela Spolini, yay! Okay, now tell the answer. Now we want to know about that show.
It was the first show that Elizabeth ever did on TSC. It's a show when she stood in front of you and she said, "You don't know me from a bar of soap." Mm-hmm. She said, "I'm going to change your life," and she introduced you to the AM and PM. And was it Joy who said she still got the
Joyce
original?
Ann said she has their original bottles.
Bottle was 15 ml.
Wow.
Two tie, little AM, little PM. And maybe it was 30 ml. Okay. A senior
It was
moment,
smaller.
whatever it was. Okay, it was very small. No, I'm telling you, it was 15 ml. Two tiny bottles. And we did the show. And the first show was in the morning. I think it was a Wednesday morning. Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth came on and she presented and she did the show. And we finished the show. It was half an hour. And we went out to a little room. Kelly was. And we said, "Kelly, how many have we sold?" And I think she said 13. He said, "What?" What? The whole of Canada I sold 13? And me, I said, "It doesn't matter. It's the first show. We're building an order." And I went, "It's going to be okay." We went out for breakfast. We came back. Kelly came around. She said, "I made a mistake. I made a mistake." It was close to 100, which in those days was phenomenal.
Yes.
And the day just went on. So by the time we had our third show, that was it. We sold out.
Wow.
And Elizabeth and I, we just hugged one another because it was just such an exciting moment.
That's amazing. Now, you were married to Elizabeth's son.
Yes.
That's how you came to be involved
Exactly.
with Elizabeth Grant, which is a pretty phenomenal story. And for those people that don't know, it's a Canadian company.
A Canadian company today. Mm-hmm. It started originally in England. When I joined Elizabeth, as you said, I was married to her. I was married to Paul, her son, and typical daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
I say that because I'm a mother-in-law now. So I didn't really love Elizabeth. I really didn't. But I have grown since we've been together and since we've been working together. And I respect her, love her. And I've said this before. She's not my best. Well, she is. She's my best friend.
I love
We
that.
chat, we laugh, we dance in my own funny
is
way.
I
Wonderful.
know that everybody at home wants to know. I know Margot did a lovely little picture the other day with her.
Yeah.
But how is she doing?
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
She's in such a. I mean, Elizabeth now. It's a time that she looks back in her life, and you know what? It's filled with love and it's filled with success.
Yeah.
And it's a good place to be.
It's pretty remarkable, you know. How old is she now?
She's turning 100 in January.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's amazing. There we are, dancing away.
There we are.
And always with, always with a twinkle in her eye.
Yeah.
And a little bit of mischief.
The other day she said to me, I was wearing pink pants. She says, "I want those." So I know they'll be a little bit big on me. A little bit. I should swim in them. She said, "I want those pants."
I want pink pants. And she should have pink pants.
Exactly.
She should have pink pants. I think it's pretty remarkable. And I mean, so many of our customers, you know her, you adore her, you love her. There's been so many memories over the years of things that have happened. And, we talked about live TV. And one of my favorite memories with Elizabeth, and Elizabeth and I, we always sang together, always had a little ditty. Yes, we did Me and My Shadow. But with me, she always wanted to do choreography when we opened the show. Mm-hmm. Like, she wanted to choreograph it. You stand there, I'm going to come in, and I'm going to tap you on your shoulder, and you're going to turn around and say, "Elizabeth." I was like, okay. But it was always so much fun because she just had this, she always has this zest for life. Like, yeah. Elizabeth, always a joke, always a smile, a kind word to everybody. But yeah, she liked to choreograph an opening, you know, sing a little song, and often tell a joke.
Without a doubt, I think Elizabeth is a showman, really.
I agree.
She excels at you know, she has this exuberance and this wonderful verve for life. And exactly as you said, nobody else would say that to you.
No.
I want you to open the show. Because that's what Elizabeth did. And she always
And I'm
said,
a theater girl, so I loved it.
She said, you're my girls. You're my girls. I am me. I am you. You are me. That's what she said. She said, and I love you. And she said this, and it was so true, because she'd say to me every single day, she said, you have given me a reason to get up in the morning. And that's so true.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Okay, we've got some customer testimonials we're going to get to. Before we get to that, though, I want to add something to what we were just talking about. In life, you know, I've always been told, and it's kind of my motto: people will forget what you did, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. And Elizabeth has always had this uncanny ability to make people feel special. It doesn't matter who she meets. It doesn't matter where she meets them. I've heard from customers who met her in a mall. I've heard from customers who met her in a restaurant. I know when we've had the customer appreciation days here, she made every single, and always has made every single person that she comes in contact with feel special and loved. And that is a gift. That is such a gift. Let's listen to some of the customer testimonials, because I think it just speaks so highly to Elizabeth Grant.
Elizabeth Grant, unbelievable. I'm a hairdresser, so when I go to work, people compliment about my skin.
The Trislim is what I use. I'm a big believer in it, and it works.
That my mother has used it, and I've used it over the years, and I'm even going to introduce my soon-to-be teenage daughter into the Elizabeth Grant products.
We were just talking about that event. Like, I remember doing those, and that's where Elizabeth first met my parents. Was at one of the audience things, but she met my kids, and you know, and just again, the way she's always made people feel so special. Any of you are on Facebook, if you have met Elizabeth and she made you feel special, we want to know. We want to hear. I'll take a look at the comments as well. But would you agree? She always makes everyone feel special.
I'm going to tell you about the very first time I ever met Elizabeth.
Okay.
So when I first met Elizabeth, you know, it was I was going to get, you know, I was married already, and we were living in Canada, and she wasn't, and then we met her. And I was so nervous about meeting Elizabeth, because, you know, Elizabeth, the grand dame of skin care, Elizabeth, who she is. And so I decided I have to dress up perfectly. So I tried to match myself, and I was never a good dresser. I don't know if I am still, but it's still there. But anyway, I put on white shoes. And I didn't know that Elizabeth always said, you don't wear white shoes unless you're getting married.
Oh, I've got white flip-flops on. She'd be having a heart attack if she saw my feet right now.
Anyway, so I tried to get things, and then as I'm walking, I think it was my husband said to me, you know, told me about white shoes. What am I going to do? What is she going to think about me? And when she met me, she put out her arms and she said, Marion, I'm so happy to meet you. You look beautiful. And she just made me feel so good.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what I was wearing, because I felt that everything was good. And that's Elizabeth, making you feel special, important, and good.
And always with a laugh. Like, always with a laugh. We've got some customer comments here. Donna says she's been using Elizabeth Grant for over 20 years. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, Marion, and Margot, for providing me my fountain of youth with your products. Christian just said, people will never forget how you made them feel. So true. I always made sure to watch when Elizabeth was on TSE, long before I ever tried any of her products. She is an incredible woman, such a joy to watch. Marion and Margot have done an amazing job carrying on the torch. Proud to be a Jerusalem guy. I love that. That is so nice. And we do have a lot of Jerusalem men as well. My husband uses some Jerusalem, I will tell you. Absolutely. Which is amazing. I love to read all of these comments. Danielle says, this is so wonderful. Love hearing all your words. We are 1000% share. as an Elizabeth enthusiast. So I remember sitting beside my mom, and we both would be watching, and Elizabeth was all about creating a family bond. And that's kind of what you guys have done. And you said it earlier, not easy to have family working together, and you guys have done it so successfully and so well. All right, let's do another question.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
All right, what are we going to give away now? We are going to give away the collagen reinforced 3D overnight sleep treatment. All right, the sleep treatment. This is what we are giving. Oh, did I read that right? No, sorry. I did not. It's the Royal Imperial Honey Lip Balm. That's what it is, the Royal Imperial Honey Lip Balm. I'll get it right, Margot. Margot's at home cussing me.
as well as iPads.
All right, that was part of the big pack. That was part of the big prize. I read that, and that's part of the big prize. Okay, so here is another one. And we had to change this because we didn't have graphics. So, Margot, we changed it slightly. What is the one ingredient in all Elizabeth Grant products? What is the one ingredient that is in all Elizabeth Grant products? Is it A, vitamin C? Is it B, aloe? Is it C, caviar? Or is it D, Jerusalem? I'm going to read them again. What is the one ingredient that is in every Elizabeth Grant product? A, vitamin C, B, aloe, C, caviar, and D, Jerusalem. And if you don't know this, I mean, we are giving this question away.
Why not? And we're giving away the wonderful honey lip balm that just keeps your lips feeling nourished and beautiful and full and tastes delicious.
Yeah, and everybody needs lip balm these days. I have to say, how many of you, like after the last 2 years, I've noticed, I think it's all the mask wearing we've been doing. Need that hydration.
Yeah. Okay, so how many? We got a lot of winners.
I think we've got lots of questions coming in. I think everybody has the right answer. Everybody's got the right answer. Everybody is answering questions here. Ooh. Okay, Chantel, actually, while we're getting the winner, Chantel wants to ask a question. Okay. I love using collagen D. I would like to add something to her skincare regimen. What would be the one thing you would add? She likes the collagen.
Yep.
What product would you tell her to add?
Essence of Jerusalem.
There you go.
Essence of Jerusalem.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. We'll keep looking for your answers, and we'll see if they've sent over the winner. Everybody got that answer right. The answer was Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Linda Huber.
Linda Huber, you won the honey lip balm. Yay! Yay to Linda. Yay, that's really fun. All right. What is the toughest thing about being in business these days? Because I know it's been really tough for people, like supply, demand, ingredients. Are you finding that it is harder and harder to get ingredients?
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to get bottles. It's very hard to get components. It's very hard to get chemicals. And so what it's made us do now is really to make sure that we're now ordering and we're planning a year in advance for everything. We have to, because we just can't be left short. It's a nightmare. And then not only is it a nightmare, but the components come from China, because we make everything that we make right here in Canada.
I love that. Everything.
So the chemicals come in and we manufacture it, and we it's like cooking. You stir the broth and then you pour it. But everything, all the components come from China. All the boxes used to come from China as well. Now we've gone local, because boxes can always be local. But what's happening is we'll get a ship, we've ordered it, it's arranged, and they'll say, no, sorry, the ship, you can't have that ship, it's going to go on another one. It's a nightmare.
I feel for people. I have to say, I really feel for people in trying to get, all of the things going. And we appreciate that you are a Canadian company. We appreciate that, everything is mixed and batched and done right here in Canada, employing Canadians. I also know that you guys give back a lot. And I know this because I often am asked to be an MC at different products or different events and things like that. And I have seen Elizabeth Grant gift baskets showing up, you know, at different charities, at different functions. And so I know that you guys are big supporters of different charities, particularly women's charities. Do you have any in particular that you work for, or do you just consistently give? Because I see you guys giving all the time.
You know what? It's such a small thing that we can do. So we're very blessed because we've been very successful. But now it's time to give back, and that's what we've always done. It's something that's it's like inside me. You have to. You can't keep it for. You have to share. You have to give. So absolutely, there's no favorites. There's no specials. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that's it.
Yeah. I think it's really important, and thank you for that, because it's always been really important to me. And you know, I'll be somewhere and I'll be like, and there's an Elizabeth Grant gift basket that is raising money for this charity or that charity. So thank you. It always makes us feel good. All right.
Makes us feel good as well, I have to tell you.
Yeah. I think it is. You know, my kind of little motto is, and I think a lot of you feel the same way, I try every day to do something kind for somebody. It can be the smallest thing, because you just never know what somebody's going through in a day, what they need, how you can uplift them. And so, one random act of kindness a day.
I love that. You know, also I'll tell you what else I try to do consciously. I always try to greet people.
Yes.
Because it's so easy, you know, you get so busy and you walk past and think, but often I'll say, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's nice to acknowledge people.
It is nice. It's really nice. We've got a big weekend coming up. Should we tell them a
do.
little bit about the today's showstopper?
Yes, I have it sitting right here, and I'll tell you what it is, because it's truly, you know how excited I get about showstoppers. Well, an anniversary showstopper has to be exceptional. It has to be great.
24 years.
24 years. So we have given you this a product you may never have used before, because it's one of our newer products, although it's called the Super Starter. This is a product that is so, how can I say, it's so intensive, it's so powerful, but it kickstarts everything. It's not just a serum. It's a serum that moisturizes your skin, which is fine, but it's a serum that also boosts the efficacy of everything else that you're going to put on. And it's part of the Absolute line.
I love it.
Absolute is our highest percentage of Jerusalem. We call it Jerusalem 100, which means it is supercharged, it's super powerful, it's super light, but the results are very, very fast. So we're giving you a giant super starter. We're giving you a giant, the probiotic, right?
Love probiotics.
24-hour cream. I mean, we have got 5-star reviews going 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. So again, we made it a giant size, a 200 ml for you. And then, Renee, we have a brand new product, which is called the Absolute. Absolute means it's highest percentage of Jerusalem. The Peptide Line Eraser. Now, what this does, all right, first of all, it's got 9 peptides inside here.
Oh, wow.
That's a
lot of
That's a lot of
peptides.
And what is peptide? Peptide is really the hardest working thing. That's working on your wrinkles, on your crinkles, on your depth of the wrinkles, on the collagen, on smoothing the skin. It's just a mighty, mighty treatment. You've got lines over here that bother you. You've got lines over here. You've got the number 11. You've got this. You're starting to notice that your skin is not as smooth as it used to be. This is your miracle, your new miracle treatment. What a great showstopper. And everything is big sizes.
I'm asking our customers to ask us, I spelled that wrong. I was typing while trying to be not rude looking down. Go ahead and ask us some questions right now. We'd love to take your questions. What do you want to know? What do you want to know about Elizabeth? What do you want to know about Marion? What do you want to know about Margot? You know, what is it that you, you know, want me to ask them? Well, we've got this Facebook Live on here. Ooh, okay. Gail says, what age is probiotic products for?
It's for skin that's, it's actually, probiotics is for any age. You know, that's the thing about Elizabeth Grant. Elizabeth Grant does not know any age. Elizabeth Grant Skincare knows only skin types. So for example, what age? If your skin is probiotics is all about healthy skin. Probiotics is all about balancing your skin. So if your skin is dull, if it's tired, if it's discolored, if you want that boost, if you want that zest of life coming back into your skin, if you want that zest of youth coming back into your skin, that's what probiotics is all about. It actually has natural yogurt inside here as well.
Ooh, yogurt's so calming and soothing.
Yeah.
I find a lot of women getting that, you know, that red inflammation. One of the ladies asks, is there any collagen in this?
We have collagen. We do. No.
No. collagen line is available, and if you're looking for collagen, there is within the Elizabeth Grant regime, of course, the collagen line.
But although it doesn't have the ingredient collagen in here, it's got the collagen boosters. And that's very important. I mean, the peptide, the line eraser, for example, what it does is it stimulates the collagen. So it's helping to firm up the collagen and get that support going. The super starter as well, it's boosting up that collagen. So you don't need collagen, you need collagen stimulators, collagen boosters. That's inside each one of these.
One of our viewers wants to know, Gloria said, are you an early riser? She asked us both to answer that.
Very early riser. I rise up every morning between 3:30 and 4:30.
Oh my gosh!
And I've always done it. I used to do it when my kids were young because I go to bed early. I go to bed about 10, so I think I'll get 6 hours sleep. But when my kids were very young, I learned how to wake up early because that was my time. That was the time the house was quiet. That was the time I could do whatever I needed to do.
Okay.
So that was always my time. And now it's just my habit. And as I wake up, I'm up, go to my computer, I'm working.
See, I am a night hawk. And I think it goes back to my musical theater days. When I was performing in musical theater, the show didn't end till almost 11 o'clock at night. I'd go home and, I needed a snack and to unwind, and so my body kind of was the night person, but I work mornings now, and so I'm up really early every day. I'm usually up just after 5, and it's a struggle. I am not a morning person, but I try.
I'm the worst person in the morning. Like when my kids were young, because about 7 o'clock, wake up, wake up, wake up, and they go, leave me alone, and I'd sing to them, and I had the song, wake up, wake up. And now they do exactly the same, and people say to me, please, no, leave me alone. That's not my vocabulary. Morning time is time to get up.
Mary says she's a mom of 6. She does the same so she can enjoy her tea.
Yeah.
See, I would put them to bed, and then that was my time. And yeah, I have to admit I would stay up, half the night. But no, I've had to switch it around. I've had to become a morning person. But yeah, don't talk to me until after I've had a cup of tea. Are you a tea or coffee drinker?
Neither.
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 Ah, how interesting. So what's your morning beverage?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. I would have never guessed that. What about Margot?
Margot's a coffee girl.
Okay, and Elizabeth?
Yeah, Margot's like you. Don't talk to her until she's had a cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I'm tea. So I'm not a coffee drinker. Not my thing. What about Elizabeth?
Elizabeth is tea.
Tea. Yeah. I think it's the Brit. My father was British, so it's the Brit in me that's always been a tea toddler. All right, let's see what other questions we've got here. Christian said, could Marion tell us some of the peptides that are in the new line eraser? I'm totally intrigued.
Okay, well, we've got, as I said, we've got 9 different peptides inside here. And I'm not going to go through the names, all right, because that's just too complicated, and they all got, going up to here. We've got, the most important thing is we've got peptides that help to stimulate the collagen. So we've got the matrixyl in there. We've got peptides that's actually working on the elasticity as well, so it's bonding the collagen. We've got peptides that's helping the helping to boost the moisture as well. So they all work together, and the reason why we chose those 9 is because when you think about a line, and when you think about a wrinkle, and when you think about rough and uneven skin, you've got to say, all right, what do we need to do to boost it and to help to work it? And each one of these peptides is like it supports. Amino acids are building,
right?
Yeah, it's the building blocks of it, and it's helping to support and build up your skin so that your skin is going to start to. Now, this is not a quick fix. This is not something that you put on that's silicone-based and that just fills up the little line. This is treatment. This is long-term treatment. This is something when you get it, you want to make it your best friend, and you want to use it every single day and every single night.
Chantel says she would love an SPF from Elizabeth Grant.
Yeah.
So she said, can you please bring an SPF?
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
Somebody else said, great idea. They would love that as well. Okay, there you go. Christian says they're going to be watching this weekend for that showstopper. I love that. Anybody else have any other questions before we end this? Look at all of the lives. I mean, I hope we can get back to doing that again.
Yeah,
having the live studio audience. That was always so much fun.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the live studio audience. Okay, we're dancing again. We were always dancing.
Yeah, when I look back at this, I get so nostalgic. I really do, because it's like I remember every single event. I remember everything, and just it's beautiful to be able to have these memories.
Yeah, I love the memories too, and I mean, such fond memories. That's the thing, you know. Like, I can't ever remember doing a show with Elizabeth that I wasn't laughing. Like, I can't remember ever being on air with her where she didn't bring me joy and make me laugh, and you know, that joy continues, and I think that it's really special. I love the relationship too. I know Margot loves her grandmother very, very much as well, and they're also very close.
Of course. I mean, we're a very, very close family. And it's not just work. It's everything that makes family family.
Yes.
Can I tell you one more thing about the show that we haven't even said?
Please.
Because we've been here for 24 years, Margot, Elizabeth, and I said, "Oh, what could we do?" We've got kits that are $24.
$24 kits?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's spreaded. I think you'll see one probably in each hour or something like that.
Okay, so go to the website and start perusing them ahead of time. If we're only going to bring them to air, one each hour, go to the website and start finding them ahead of time, right? Because they'll be up on the website, even though if we're not showing them in the show.
I hope they will be, but if they're not, wait for Saturday and Friday. Wait for Friday and Saturday, and you'll see them, because 24 for 24 years.
24 for 24 years with Elizabeth Grant. Any other stories you want to share with us? Any other little tidbits? I know Elizabeth is doing well. How old is Margot's little one now?
Perry.
Perry
is almost 2.
Almost. Where did the time go with that?
I know.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's life.
2.
I mean, think about it. 2 years. He was born. He's a COVID boy.
He's a COVID baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't even know she was pregnant. It was like all of a sudden there's Margot and she had a baby, and I'm like, well, that's what happened in COVID. You know, like people you had no idea, because you weren't seeing them, we weren't getting out, we weren't in studio together. So I think it's pretty phenomenal, and you know, the tradition of Elizabeth Grant is going to continue on, because it really has been a family legacy and a family business.
It's a family business, but remember, you're our family as well. And I think that's really important to always know. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't the love that you gave to Elizabeth. We wouldn't be here if you didn't believe in Elizabeth. And so now what Margot and I are doing now is we're carrying the tradition on. So everything that we've learned from Elizabeth, I want to be able to say, you know what, I can stay here and I can say you are very important. You are tourism girls, you are tourism guys, but the best thing is you have a beautiful skin.
Yes.
Because of our tourism.
And, you know, I think for so many years, it's been that #1 seller. Again, the #1 selling skincare brand here year after year at TSC. Voted as a Shoppy Award winner by you guys year after year after year. It is so beloved. Always so much fun talking with you. It's going to be an exciting weekend. There's going to be a lot to look forward to. And do we have anything new in this hour? It's in the showstopper.
It's in the showstopper.
It's in the showstopper. Okay. We always like new. And we know that when I'm going to give you a warning now. Whenever there is something new, it sells out really quickly. Do not come back the next day when it sells out and say, why didn't somebody warn me? I'm warning you now. Every time there's something new.
But I really wanted to, honestly, when I think about it being an anniversary, I wanted to bring an anniversary special that really will make a difference to your skin. And as I said, probiotics is all about health. And we're all thinking about health and balance now. I've noticed that people are very aware. I know I'm so much more aware of what I'm eating, what I'm putting on my skin, etc., what I'm doing. So I think everything is wrapped up in gold, because it's like the gold standard. But each one of these has been made for you to make a difference to your skin.
And so we're so looking forward to that. We've got prizes. They are coming to the winners. We have the grand prize. Did we announce the winner of the grand prize? We didn't announce the winner of the grand prize. Let me tell you what's in the grand prize. Okay, so the grand prize, the big prize, it's a $360 value when we are going through this. Well, over $720 if you break it down, one by one by one. The Wonder Effects Night Wonder Concentrate, the Supreme Cell Vitality Night Serum and Ceramide, the Collagen Reinforced 3D Overnight Sleep Treatment, the Retinologist Ginger and Green Clay Purifying Face Mask. You're getting a blue mesh cosmetic bag. You're also getting the Precision Face Roller and a $25 TSE gift card.
Thank you, TSE.
I know. That's fun. Remind me to give that to you because I've got one for you to put in there.
And how do they win the grand prize?
How do they win the grand prize? That was before we came to air, and it was posed a question before we came to air, I believe. Wasn't it? I think it was on our Facebook ahead of time.
Maybe it was on our Facebook.
Yeah, and TSC posted it. And so
the winner was chosen from our social.
Okay.
And I believe
it was ahead of time. It was before we started our Facebook
Right.
Live.
And the winner is at Lauren DCO from Instagram.
Okay, Lauren DCO from Instagram. You are the grand prize winner. That's pretty amazing. Yay!
That's wonderful.
Yay to Lauren.
You know what I love so much about Facebook Live is that we give. I love the gifts. I love
Gifts
the prizes. I love, to me, I'm sure you love the stories, and we try and bring you as many stories as we can because it's always interesting to get into, the bits and pieces. But it's also nice to get to give.
I know it is really nice to give. It has been great spending time with you guys at home. Thank you for so
Lauren,
many questions.
I've just got a message for Lauren DCO. Send us a DM. What's a DM?
Okay, Lauren, you've got to send a direct message. Lauren, on Instagram, send a direct message to receive the grand prize. If not, I'll help you guys figure out how to get a hold of Lauren. But Lauren, it is easier. If you guys do direct message at Elizabeth Grant, if you have been a prize winner, it is much easier for them to find you if you just send them a direct message. It does make it a lot easier. So, and I will be giving out my $25 gift card as well. I will post after this is done and I'm going to give out 2 of them because only 2 of you got the right answer. Only 2 of you got the right answer, and but that was fun. It was so fun to do that. Thank you, Marion. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. I think I just dated myself when I said, "What's a DM?"
You know what? Don't feel bad because I look at my kids all the time, and I'm like, "What does this mean?" And they look at me and roll their eyes. Direct message. And the only reason I know that is because my kids. I asked the question at some point, and they were like, All right, everybody, thank you so much for participating. And I know everyone's going to tune in. You kick this off when?
Friday night.
Friday night?
10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m. Who are you with Friday night? Is it Dawn or Carrie? I don't know.
It's Dawn.
It's Dawn. Okay. Dawn Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern with Elizabeth Grant. I will be joining you on Sunday.
Nice.
And doing some Elizabeth Grant on Sunday as well.
Maybe you can teach me how to dance then.
I will teach you how to dance before Sunday. We will do me and my shadow before Sunday.
Okay, so tune in on Sunday with Renee.
Right. Bye, guys. Thanks so much.
Goodbye, girls. You know I love you. Love and kisses.